Hello Capricorn, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of February 2018, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have quite a good month in the month of January. So let's see what is in store for you for next month. So the first card for you representing the beginning of the month of February, you have the King of Clubs. So this King of Clubs will be significant for you in the beginning of the month of February. Possibly this is your co-worker or your boss, so a male significant figure in your life from the fire signs, so possibly in the mid-30s or in the early 40s. So this king will be some kind of help for you in the beginning of the month. It looks like he is your possibly your best coworker or your best friends that suddenly comes and help you in the beginning of the month, or possibly also somebody that you trust, that you want to join forces or join ventures with this person. So it's not really necessary your boss, by the way. I do see it is for some of you it's your boss, but for some of you this could be just like your best friends or your best co-worker that from the fire sign, and that suddenly comes and try to contact you or try to like helping you in your career life. Or even if you wanting to reaching out to this person, so possibly also happening in the beginning of the month of February that you are reaching out to this person. So the next card that you have representing the influence card, or toward the middle of the month, you have the Three of Hearts. So possibly because of this person you are feeling happy and joyous with the way things are. Possibly you also will be attending some kind of gatherings in the middle of the month, or even like if you are having some kind of like celebrations or some kind of party, or even Valentine's party towards the middle of the month with your partner, or even with your families and friends. That could be something that happening either in your workplace or either in your personal environments, like in your family life. Other than that, possibly for some of you who have been looking for a new job towards the beginning of the month, you may have to face this King of Clubs. Possibly is your prospective employer, can be also the HR manager, or it can be also the your future or your intended as manager if you get the job for this position that you are applying for. And towards the middle of the month there will be some kind of joyous moment that you are feeling absolutely happy with the way things are, and you get a lot of support, and you get a lot of recognitions as well from your peer or from your people around you. They're wanting to help you out with your career as well. So the next card that you have representing the past position, you have the Five of Spades. So this Five of Spades, in the past you may have some kind of like conflicts or some kind of problems with your co-worker or with your family and friends towards the like maybe in the month of December or even in the month of January in some way, and that's something that really bothers you towards the like in the past. And this kind of conflict is not something that like you are trying to make up or things like that, but I do see that you winning the fight here, but it still gives you a lot of heartaches or a lot of disappointments as well. So even though you win the game, the fights or the conflicts, but you are not really happy with the way the outcomes was, and that's something that you feel quite, unsatisfying as well. Like you just have like hollow victory, that the victory is that really not something that you are wanting. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learned from the past, you have the Four of Diamond. So there was some kind of stability in your career life in the past, and you learned that possibly you don't have so much to spend as well, because you may have to, see your spending. Possibly because of the holiday season, like you may have to buy a lot of gifts in the month of December, or even in the month of January, and you may have to somehow look at your finances as well, whether or not they still are on the right tracks, or whatever the case may be. And that's something that you want to see as well, and the one that you have learned in the past. So the next card that you have representing the things that you need to let go from the past, you have the Ten of Diamond. So this Ten of Diamond indicates like the stability that you have been building in the past few years, or even in the past few months, if you have been like working in the same place. And finally, I don't know, but it looks like you are trying to change things up. Like possibly because of the new moons in your sign in the middle of January, and it does look like that new moon brings you a lot of new ideas and new way of solving things. Possibly this could also be something that you are trying to do, or like to change things up, or to do something about your career life, or about your endeavors. And that's really something that you want to somehow proceed with that, and to solve the whole situation or the whole problems. And there's something that you need to let go as well in some way. Believe it or not, sometimes when we are working in the same place for a long time, and it has become a norm, like something that is normal for us to work in this place, and you get used to it, you get comfortable, and you don't really want to change things up. Sometimes it was like necessary. I just remember that some of the people that really like working for 10 years or more in the same place, they don't really know that they are worth more than what they are in the same place. Like you might get a better salary if you work in the other place, with the whole experience that you have, like over 10 years of experience, for instance, in the same place. But the thing is that you don't get paid more in the place that you are working for quite a long time. But if you change things up and you move to the other companies, then the company will give you more, because with like extreme like a longer period of time, they will appreciate you more as well. So that's something that you may have to think over if you really want to do it. Like you should not hesitate on like change things up in order to give you more wealth and more money as well. So the next card that you have representing the future card, or towards the end of the month, you have the Queen of Hearts. So this possibly the queen or the female feminine figure in your life that are significant towards the end of the month. So she's from the water sign, so she's very emotionally sensitive. So she's also very passionate on what she is doing, and also very loving towards other people. So she's probably in her mid 20s or in the mid 30s for some of you. And this queen is somebody that you want to approach towards the end of the month. If you are single, then this queen can be your love partner. But since this is a career or finances focused reading. So it looks like she can be your prospective employer if you are thinking of changing your job, for instance, which could indicate here for some of you who have been looking for a new jobs quite a long time. So it looks like towards the middle of the month there might be some kind of a good news comes your way, and towards the end of the month there will be some kind of hiring process that are taking place for you on behalf of this Queen of Heart. So let's see what is the clarifying card at the bottom of the deck. You have the Five of Diamonds. So this Five of Diamonds indicates like maybe because of you want to change things up, you want to redo the whole things on your life. For instance, if you want to just change things up on your stability in your workplace, possibly that will result some kind of disappointment or some kind of instability is something that you don't really want to have, because you are an earth sign, so you want to have a stable life as well, which most people do possibly. And the thing is that with this Five of Diamonds, it looks like the environments here may not be conducive as you would like to. So the thing is that even though everything is going well, but you still have some kind of feeling of disappointment in your brain. For instance, if you get a deal, for instance, for like $10,000 or $100,000, for instance, for your salary, for instance, but you're still thinking that possibly you might be getting less with what you deserve. You should be getting more. Or those type of thing, for instance, like 120,000 US dollar, for instance, and it's something that you just feel is not really sufficient for you. It's like it's not good enough, and it's something that you're feeling for quite a long time, and you try to be, like very diligent on what you do, and somehow it just doesn't result the way you are hoping for. So this can also resonate in any different way. It doesn't have to be in terms of your salary. It can also be in terms of your like work-life balance, or the things like more time you can spend for yourself and things like that. So I hope that this reading is helpful for you. And if you like the reading, just click like. And if you haven't subscribed already, just click subscribe. And see you next month. Thank you.